By the way, do you guys think that there's a double standard, a unjustified double standard when it comes to like a woman who sleeps with a lot of guys, she's viewed as a slut, but a guy who sleeps with a lot of women, he's viewed as a stud?
That's extremely common.
Absolutely.
Like,
Well, it's common, but you think it's wrong.
Yeah,
it is wrong because
I don't
think
you
it's
should
okay.
be worried about
How
what's
is it
going in a
fair
girl's
at
pussy.
all?
Like, if
How
you
is it fair at all?
Well, there's all kinds of double standards, I would
course,
say,
but,
but some that benefit men, some that benefit women. But
What one's better?
well, the chief reason I think the double standard exists is because it's incredibly easy for women to get laid, and it's rather difficult for men to get laid.
That's not true because like guys just like when they're drunk, they're hanging out with other drunk people, and then they just like
Fuck
get
whoever.
together.
Yeah,
and
they
fuck
just get
whoever,
with
and
whoever.
they
They
both do
just
it
fuck
because
whoever.
basically my best friend made out with my boyfriend in front of my face, and I slapped the fuck out of her, and I'm not friends with her anymore.
Wait,
So,
your best friend made out with your
yeah,
boyfriend?
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, look, the exceptions don't make the rule. Generally speaking, for most men, it's rather difficult to get laid. Whereas, take the average man. It's very difficult for the average guy to get laid. Whereas average women, it's incredibly easy.
It's probably hard if they're like begging and if that's all they want because like guys are just horny these days. So like I feel like it is harder if they like act like they are just wanting that. Like if they're just wanting to like get with the girl, because like most girls are there just to have fun. Like I feel like that's how I am.
Are you talking about like bars and nightclubs and whatnot?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go around the table on this? So, okay, the double standard, it's, women are judged if they sleep with a lot of men, whereas men are kind of big-upped if they sleep with a lot of women. Do you object to this double standard? We'll start with you.
the word slut to me just doesn't exist, to be honest. Like, I feel like unless you're actively trying to have sex with this girl, are you the pussy police? Why do you care what goes in and out of her?
Facts.
At what time? With how many? Like,
Oh,
just like a dude, it's like if you're not trying to like date this man, why do you care how many people he's sleeping with, how many he does what? Like, that's not your dick. That's not your coochie. Why are you so mad about it? That's how I personally feel about those words. It's like, I don't think that should be even a statement. Like, why do you care so much about what that girl is doing with her coochie?
Okay.
That's how I feel about the word slut. It's like, I don't think it should even be a thing.
Well, I'm talking more so, not so much about like someone specifically being promiscuous or having a high body count, for example. I'm speaking more so about the double standard that exists. And
I think either way, like, I don't think the double standard should exist. Do what you want.
okay.
I don't think it should exist.
Well, I feel like basically I like would get like mad about that, but like I honestly just like don't care these days because I will literally like if that happens to me, I just like don't care because I know I'm not a slut and I don't sleep with anyone. So like, but if people like are like they're not a whore like the guy, and I know they are myself, so I don't really care.
I think it's messed up. I don't agree with it at all. You know, do what you want. If, like she said, if you're not actively trying to, be in a relationship with someone, it really shouldn't be your business. And we don't have a word to call men. They can call us a slut. What is our word for you?
Fuck boy.
Coward.
Yeah.
Coward.
Well,
So-
fuck boy.
I just call them broke. I'm like honestly don't
But I
care.
feel like slut, whore, there's a lot of other words that
They're
are just
very
so degrading,
overused.
and we don't have anything to say about them like that.
About
F
men?
boy, like
Fuck boy, yeah. Fuck
that's
boy's
not
a
that's like
derogatory.
They
Sorry.
take
like,
that as a
Not-
compliment
that's not really
most of the time.
they
It's
think
like,
that's a
it's more-
compliment.
that's a
They think that
compliment.
that's
it's cool when they do it. It's a
like
problem
one
when
up
we
for
do
them.
it.
So it's just weird. I don't understand why that's there, and with girls too, like if you're bisexual, like you don't care like how many people, like I'm not going around calling girls like a slut, like
That's not my problem.
no, it has nothing
I
to
only
do with
call
me.
them a slut basically if they cheat on someone else and I like the same man, and I'll take a video of the girl making out with a different guy and show it to him because I like that guy. I will be like
That's
that.
just exposing.
I would expose someone.
Okay. Your thoughts?
I can see the controversy in like both sides of it, and I can see why the men do it. That's kind of been a long time thing. Like that's always been around. That's always how it's been for like the girls is you get called a slut if you have a lot of sex, which I get where it came from. I get all of that. I don't think it should be something that's mattered as much at all. Like I feel it should be the same on both sides. I see both viewpoints, but it's just like you do it, we do it. if you're not mature enough to kind of realize that, then maybe you shouldn't be having sex and calling girls sluts.
Nice.
I don't think it really does matter, but if the dude is like having sex with everybody that you know, like if you're in a town and they're just having sex with every single girl that you know, and then everybody knows that they're having sex with them, and then it's like, yeah, like you're trying to be a hoe. That's how it just seems like, girl or boy.
Yeah.
Like if you know them, then I'm.
Yeah, I think it's just messed up how girls are looked down on a little more than boys about the whole sex thing. Like, girls are supposed to not have sex with guys while guys can go out and just do whatever they want. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I think it should be changed or looked at a little differently. I think it should be more equal.
I definitely object to it. I mean, it's why should I deny myself pleasure just because you want this for yourself, you know? Like, you want me to have a low body count, so I should say no to something I want to do, have fun with, all that stuff, just because you want me.
Because you're insecure.
Yeah.
Because you're insecure.
Yeah.
Well,
most likely because they're insecure.
Do you guys think it's insecurity if a guy cares about a woman's body count?
I think it
Yes.
can play,
Yes,
I think
it
it plays a
is.
huge role in insecurity, 100%.
Here, we'll just go around the table really quick. Start with you. Go ahead.
I think it can definitely play a big role in insecurity, to be honest. I don't know. Like, personally, I don't do relationships, like I said, so it never really mattered to me. I just don't like.
You don't do
Try.
relationships.
No.
But do you like hook up with guys? Like,
No.